So as you've moved through these new spaces and roles, especially ones that history and complexity are clearly deep, how do you approach this early period as you're going into new positions of listening and learning, and as you said, being patient in this new space, but also persistent in terms of practice? And what kind of intentional principles help you as you build trust or try to build trust to acclimatize to this new environment? Because so many of us are going through these, like into the new, the imposter syndrome in this new role.
Yeah, I have learned from many of the folks I've encountered about what works, and I think as long as I keep listening, they keep teaching me new ways to do it. One of the constants for me has been meeting people just physically, materially where they are. Some people describe this as shoe leather, wearing out shoe leather, meaning visit faculty in their offices, visit our visitor services staff on the plaza, visit students in classrooms, visit museum visitors, as they encounter the exhibits in the museum, and watch them and talk to them. I think that if I can bring people to the space that I'm in, and sometimes it's helpful to, summon people or to invite people in, but actually getting out of the office that I'm in much of the time, surrounded by books that provide some of my context, and into where other people are, it makes a big difference. Here at the 9/11 Memorial Museum, the memorial pools are a great example. We have a very complex physical plant at the 9/11 Memorial Museum. We essentially have a skyscraper that goes underground 7 stories down to bedrock, where the World Trade Center towers, the Twin Towers, once stood. And in the footprint of each of those towers is a pool. Each of them has 500,000 gallons of water circulating through them. There's massive pumps inside there. And to go with the engineers and look at the pumps and the filters, and talk to them about that and recognize what they're managing. I'm never going to be the one who sets the pressure on the pump or responds to a problem when something happens on the Memorial Plaza. But for me to understand where they are and what they've done, I get a sense of the pride they have in their mission. And I also get a sense of the complexity of the problems they're solving every day. And I think when I get too far away from what people are doing, I lose sight of the challenges that they face, and it's tougher for me to understand and translate and support them. So I guess getting out there and being with people where they're working, where they're thinking is a good thing for me.